Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another Destiny 2 weekly reset video. My name is Story and today is April 30th. That means we're running up until May the 7th. We have our final week left of the Revelry and I can already hear millions of Guardians sigh in relief as we only have one more week left of ability and grenade spam. So anyway, without further ado, Iron Banner's also gone. I hope you enjoyed the challenges. Anyway, this is your tower screen here, the tower map. There's lots of vendors to go and see. I don't include all of the vendors in this weekly reset video because it's something to do yourself. Every vendor has something to offer, but I just covered the main stuff. If you're new to the game, this is the main weekly reset stuff. So bring up this map screen. You have 20 bounties of any type to complete from this lovely lady here, and you will get some powerful loot, and that will increase your power level. Then clan rewards. If you're part of a clan, you could earn lots of XP by going and doing stuff out in the Destiny world, and you'll get some powerful loot for doing that. 5,000 XP is the threshold before you are allowed your powerful loot. We've also got Ada here, who has 2 weapon frames forged. She has a bunch of weapon frames which you can go and forge in any of the 3 forges, and that will get you some powerful armor if you forge 2 of those frames. Isn't that nice? Anyway, what else have we got? Well, we're going to have a look at our Vanguard playlist. If we go to our director screen here, the Vanguard playlist is just here. We have 3 things to choose from. The first is daily heroic story missions. There's 3 of them to complete before you're awarded some more powerful loot. There's a whole bunch to choose from, 5 of them, and these will rotate on a daily reset. So every 24 hours, they'll shift and change around. There are modifiers for the week. Arc Singe, so arc damage increases slightly from all sources. That includes the damage you take as well. And then there are 2 modifiers here which rotate on a daily basis on the daily reset. So we have Iron today and Grenadier. Okay, so that is today. Then we've got Vanguard strikes. We've got a daily here, so complete a single strike and you'll get some powerful loot. Then the weekly is complete 3 strikes with a subclass of the same light element as a team member. So if you're an Arc Titan, a Striker Titan, then have a look to make sure that the other members of the fire team are also Arc. So if they're not everyone cares about matching the burn with the weekly burn. So just to bring up the roster and have a little look and make sure that you're not beating your head against a wall. Anyway, we've got some Nightfalls here. Complete a Nightfall strike. It's a tougher version of the normal strikes that we have. There's not much different apart from they are much harder. And if you complete one, you get some powerful loot. And then there's a weekly as well. Complete it again with a score above 100,000 points for even more powerful loot. There are things to choose from here. And there's 4. Normally there's 3. So I would hazard the guess that one of these is going to disappear. Normally I would record the video again, but I'm not going to do that today. So expect, ladies and gentlemen, one of these Nightfalls to just vanish into thin air like the Rapture. But anyway, we've got the Insight Terminus. This will have, all of these Nightfall strikes have strike-specific loot to hunt for. Each Nightfall strike has its own special reward. The Insight Terminus is one of my favorites because this is the long goodbye sniper rifle. I absolutely adore this sniper. If you're going for a PvP role, then you definitely want Snapshot on that. But yeah, Insight Terminus, if that stays around, then you can farm to your heart's content all week for the long goodbye sniper. Then we've got Strange Terrain. This will get you the Braytech Osprey if you're lucky enough. This is a rocket launcher. Then there is the Hollowed Lair, which has the Mindbender's Ambition. It is an incredible shotgun for PvP as well there. So you can farm the Hollowed Lair for the Mindbender's Ambition shotgun. And then the Savathun Songs, which will get you a duty-bound auto rifle. But bearing in mind, one of those is going to disappear unless they've ninja patched it and changed it to 4 Nightfalls per week. So there is that possibility as well. So we'll leave it open and see what happens next. Moving on, we have our Gambit playlist here. There are 4 things to choose from. This is private matches. You don't get anything from doing that apart from fun with friends. So we're going to ignore that for the moment. This is the Reckoning. It is a nice activity to do with 3 other people. or you can matchmake and have 3 other people that you don't know. So there you go. Complete 100% worth of this for powerful loot. This also has modifiers for the week. We've got Arcsinge here as well, and today's daily modifiers are Blackout and Grenadier. There's also 3 tiers. So you've got different power level requirements, so they are a bit more difficult there. Nice. Then we've got Gambit Vanilla, as I call it. Complete a daily, get powerful loot, then complete 3 more matches, or 2 more matches to be specific, and get yourself even more powerful loot. Then there is Gambit Prime. It's right here. It's the Prime version of Gambit. I enjoy it very much. And you've got to complete 4 games of that and get yourself some powerful loot. So there you go. That's the Gambit playlist. Then we've got Crucible. There are the same thing. We've got private matches. You don't get anything apart from the fun or anger spent with your friends playing in private matches. You can basically reanimate everything and simulate everything there to your heart's content. There is competitive if you fancy a bit of that. The Rotary playlist this week is Lockdown. It's a competitive game mode, 4v4, and you'll probably find that the matchmaking is a lot more relaxed in this environment, I do find. So it's a nice change from the pace of the other playlists. Then we've got Rumble, this is every man for himself, and then we've got Quick Play, which is 6v6 quick modes like Control, Clash, and things like that. There you go. So you complete 1 match for the daily, and then there's 5 games across any of the playlists for even more powerful loot. That is the score with that. The Flashpoint this week is on Mars. Don't forget, you've got 2 things to consider here. You've got a heroic adventure, which will give you some powerful loot when you complete it and offer 35% towards the weekly target of the Flashpoint itself. That will also get you powerful loot. And while we're on Mars, we've got Escalation Protocol. You have very specific Icolos weapons, which can possibly drop from defeating the 7th boss, the 7th wave boss at the very end of all those 7 waves there. And this week it's Cathok, the Roar of Zol, and the weapon is the SMG. So if you don't have the SMG in your collection, the Icolos SMG, then that is what you want to be farming this week. So there you go. That is the Flashpoint on Mars. And then what else do we have? We have of course, the Dreaming City. Now, the Ascendant Challenge, if we go to Petra over in the Strand, she has her weekly bounties complete. There's 2 of her weeklies. If you complete those, you get some powerful loot, and it's all very nice. And then we've got the Ascendant Challenge, which is in the Bay of Drowned Wishes this week. So if you pick up her bounty for the Ascendant Challenge and then go and locate the Bay of Drowned Wishes, then you will drink one of those tinctures and the portal will open up and you get to complete things and have fun doing that, and that will get you some powerful loot and maybe some extra special Dreaming City gear as well. Of course, the Last Wish raid has reset, so if you're going to get in there with your 5 other mates and have some fun, you can earn yourself some powerful rewards in the Last Wish raid as well. How's about everything else? Well, we've got to peruse the Gunsmith because he has mods available for sale that also rotate on a daily basis. Today's mods are, drumroll please, a mobility mod and a free hand grip mod. These will change every 24 hours. If you don't like those, if you're after something else, then come back in 24 hours. Okay, next we'll have a look at the Leviathan vendor and see what business he has for us. This is Benedict 99 and he is our raid vendor. So the gear, after completing various parts of our Leviathan raid, we have the raid itself and a prestige version of it, and then there's the 2 raid layers which also have the normal versions and prestige versions. So if you complete an Eater of Worlds this week, then you can pick up this for 35 Callous tokens and 25 legendary shards. Then we've got the prestige Leviathan gauntlets, the normal mode Leviathan chest piece, the prestige boots, we have the Spire of Stars class item, and then the Sins of the Past rocket launcher. How about the raid layer prestige modes? Well, if we go over to Nessus and then go to Nessus Orbit here, pick one of the layers, go to prestige, then we have Prism, attacks matching the periodically rotating focused element do more damage. Other elemental damage is reduced, incoming damage is unaffected. Then there's Arms Master. The kinetic is using an SMG, energy, anything you want, and power is a grenade launcher. Nice. So the next step that we're going to go, and while I'm here, I'll mention that, of course, at the tower, you've got all these vendors, and some of these vendors, including like the Drifter over the Gambit vendor, will have powerful bounties. So if you're after that powerful loot, go and visit the vendor and pick up the pick up the powerful weeklies and make sure to complete those if you're on the light level grind. We're going to go and have a look at Eva over here because the Revelry is in its final week. So if you haven't done all the bits and pieces and all your triumphs, if you're bothered about that, then we'll have a look at the stuff that she's got, of course. She's just over here amongst all the pretty ornaments and things. So there you go. She has a bunch of stuff. You can trade in any of your Reveler's Essence that you're not using for various ornaments, gear, and other bits and pieces. You can even get Masterwork cores from this as well. But there are 5 weekly Revelry bounties that will each get you a helmet, powerful drop, a powerful chest, a powerful leg, a powerful arms, and a powerful class item there, as well as the daily bounties, which rotate on a daily basis. So I'll give you an example. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. A blue. And some planetary resources. Thank you so much there. That's amazing, Eva. Anyway, we're going to wrap up the video by heading on over to our favourite Eververse store. Yeah, you've guessed it. It's that time of the week. Crack open your purse. It's time to spend money in Eververse. Okay, so you've got your bright engrams. We've got our notorious engrams and jubilant engrams here. We've got some packages as well. There's the mood to party. So that will get you 5 jubilant engrams and a fighting medallion and some bright dust. There's a new package here, spring cleaning bundle. Wow, this is new. We haven't seen this. This is a jade rabbit ornament, a new one called Qing Ming Offering. And that is incredibly bright, and I may have to have it in my life. I'm going to have to purchase some silver in order to do that, and that hurts me in the feels. Okay, we've got some emotes here. We've got the perfect swing. It's a golfing emote. It's your favourite. Yeah, you've guessed it. And then we've got the glide dance. We've got the raucous edge sparrow. There's the mayfly. I'm missing that. That's an exotic ship. And I'm also missing the lapine or lapine shell. It's a bunny rabbit kind of thing there. I'm missing that. Those are the only 2 things that I was missing from the entire Revelry collections. Then we've got a helmet there. We've got some ghosts. We've got a projection. We've got a helmet and gauntlets as well. The same roll that was on there last time. And then we've got the helmet. That's for Warlock. These will be obviously for Hunter and Titan as well. They're specific. On this side, we've got the usual business. Chicken dinner emote. I don't have this either. It's a good day for me. There we go. We've got the Taunt Dance. We have the Aerolite HW42, a Speed Punk Sparrow, Scraps MS12388. Then there is the Jade Worm X-Liv ship. Then there's a couple of ghosts. There's a helmet there as well from the previous Eververse stock there. We've got the 4-headed mongrel. This is an ornament for the Cerberus exotic auto rifle. In fact, I'm going to take a screen grab of that now for the thumbnail for this video. You can keep me company while I do it. Isn't that great? That will probably be on the thumbnail. There's also the ornament for the oxygen scout rifle, the perfluorocarbon. So if you don't have that in your collection, it's time to spend some bright dust on that. We've also got transmat effects, some shaders and boons, and then of course you've got the bounties there, and we still have all the Arc Week bundles. So if you didn't buy these with real money, there is a specific emote for each of the classes, Warlock, Titan, and Hunter there. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to the end of the video. That is everything there. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic week, enjoying the last 7 days of the Revelry. Everything will be back to normal on May 7th. In the meantime, though, folks, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and remember, smoke us a kipper. We'll be back for breakfast.